We all start somewhere. And if I went and made a video of all my financial failures and mistakes and problematic money behavior, I mean, how much time do you have? It would probably be 8 hours long. Today I want to talk about a few ways we have been winning with money. Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good day. In the living room, folding laundry, and I stopped to talk to you. But I wanted to talk about just a few things that my husband and I have been doing that have been financial wins for us. And maybe these are some things that you have done, but you haven't viewed them as a financial win. And so I hope this video is nothing but encouraging to you. And if you are not in a situation where you are able to do these things, do not feel bad. We all start somewhere. And if I went and made a video of all my financial failures and mistakes and problematic money behavior, I mean, how much time do you have? It would probably be 8 hours long. So let's not beat ourselves up because we're not all running on the same track. Like, some of us aren't even on the same race. Some of us are running a marathon on Pluto, and some of us are on a gentle little 5K on the flattest surface you have ever seen. So don't compare. Okay, so one of the ways that we have won with money is we have low living expenses. We chose to move back to Alabama. Living here, it's a low cost of living area, and we have a very low mortgage in comparison to someone living in a home of our size in, say, New Jersey. We don't pay very much property tax. Groceries are cheaper here. Gas is cheaper here. I had a friend who visited from the Chicago area, and she was saying how gas prices got progressively lower and lower and lower the closer she got to the South. And that is true. It's just cheaper to live here. Don't move here though. Don't do it. Don't come here. Enough people have moved here. Don't move here, okay? Just don't come. Somebody asked if that's why I talk so poorly about Alabama, because I don't want other people to move here. No, I would never. Okay. I'm looking at a list, by the way, if you see me looking down. Number 2 is we focused on paying high interest debt. So I'm a fan of the debt snowball. If you don't know what that is, it's where you line up your debts, smallest to largest. You make the minimum payment on all, but you put a little extra towards your smallest debt. And then once you get that paid off, you take what you're paying on that debt and you put it towards the next one while you continue to make your minimums and so on and so forth until you have no debt. I think that's great. It's a great psychological motivation. It's quick, easy wins, and that compels you to keep going. Mathematically, it doesn't make the most sense, and so we chose to go with the avalanche method, which is to line up all your debts by interest rate, focused on the highest interest first, making all your minimum payments, putting extra towards the highest interest, and then once you get that paid off, you take everything that you were paying and you put it towards the next one, and so on and so forth. So by the time you get to the last one, you're really just killing it because you've put so much money so far. Does that make sense? And so paying off our high interest debt meant that we ended up saving thousands of dollars over the course of paying off debt. We negotiated some of those debts down on some of those higher interest credit cards. When I say negotiated down, we negotiated for lower interest rates. I did a whole video about that. If you want to go and watch it, I'll leave it in the show notes. But that way we were able to pay things off so much more quickly. So my next thing is we have been able to max out some of our retirement. And this is a long held dream that we had, and we were finally able to make it work. My husband maxes out his 401k. It's $21,500 a year. It's $20,500. It's taken out weekly, pre-tax, lowers that taxable income, and he maxes that out. Now, I have not been able to max out my Roth IRA, and I just want to be honest with you on that. It would cost me $500 a month, so $6,000 a year. Some months I'm able to do $500, and sometimes I'm not. And I don't beat myself up about that. I'm doing the best I can with what I have, and that's good enough for now, right? Something that I say all the time is we can only do the best that we can, but our best gets better with practice. And if I keep at it, eventually I'll get there. But something is better than nothing, right? I could lament and quit, or I could just do what I can. And so if you don't know what a Roth IRA is, it's the money is put in post-tax and it grows tax-free. And as a self-employed person, that's one of my options, and so that's what I choose to go with. We have custodial accounts for our children, so 529 accounts for their college. Also practiced living on one salary. So when we were getting out of debt, we had 2 little children at the time, and we were living on one income of less than $40,000 a year, and we paid off $36,000 in debt while living on that tiny little income. Not all at once, it took time, but we were able to do that. Is that doable today in today's economy? I don't know. We had just come out of a recession then, so things were different. But I'm still no less proud of the accomplishment that we made. We lived on one little income in one little rental house with 2 little children, and now we mostly live on my husband's income, and we save mine. We use mine to pay for big expenses. I was thinking about that the other week. We have new windows that we got last year, and how our house isn't as wet as it used to be, and I paid for the windows out of my money, and it just felt amazing. Sometimes we do need to use the money that I make. In fact, in the past 2 years, we've had to use a lot of the money that I make, and that's okay. Okay, that's it. That's all I've got, and now I've got to go back to work. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thank you for being here. Leave me a comment and let me know what some of your financial wins are, and I'll talk to you soon.